Hey guys, it's me Bob. Uh, you guys wanted to know how to animate the animations we made, okay? So, what we need to do is right click, start at a GUI, because these scripts only work here, and I think here, and maybe here. But anyways, what we want to do is local player equals game.players.localPlayer. This only works on a local script. Local script is a script that only works on your client, so basically only you see everything that happens with it. Though with animations it should work for everyone. Everyone should be able to see it. And yeah, if your game is not filtering enabled, then it might show everything to other people as well. I'm not completely sure. It should though. But anyway, local character is we need to wait for the player. So this basically means that we are gonna take the workspace, meaning this place, and repeat wait until we find the player itself. So the script is not gonna go past this part until the character has been spawned, you know. Local humanoid is character, wait for child, humanoid. So we need to get the humanoid. So if we do this, it will wait until it finds this humanoid. Okay, good. So wait for child is basically waiting for whatever, and this is basically directing. So like game.players.localPlayer equals game, meaning this whole thing, .players.you, aka the client. So yeah. Okay, good. Now we are gonna do magic tricks, meaning we might want to repeat wait until. Actually, no, we don't, because we already did that. Am I dumb? Local run animation equals instance new animation run animation dot id animation id equals. So I'm gonna explain this a little bit. So what this does is it creates a variable called run animation, you know, which equals instance.new animation. So whenever I would call this, like, if I do this, it will basically move or create a new instance of animation to workspace, which is equal to this. So it would do that basically, okay? But because we don't need to move it anywhere, we're not gonna do that. And animation has a property called animation ID. There's another way to do this, but this is the quickest and easiest way, is to use RBX asset ID double dot or whatever you call it, sorry, // then the ID. So this is your template. This part here is your template for animation ID, whatever ID you're gonna do. It works for everything pretty much. Then we will go to where is the wheel? I've never used this one. I use this run right now because you guys probably use the new layout, so I'm gonna use it as well. because why not? We're gonna go to animations, go to find your running animation and copy the ID, which is after the library slash these numbers right here, okay? Go to a new place, because we are gonna do one thing to your thing. We're gonna, that sounded wrong, but okay. Go to the animator, load your animation. Okay, good. Now, people have been asking how to loop it and what priority and whatever. Looping, click here, click yes, because we want it to loop. So set looping to true and set priority to movement. Then export it over yours, click your animation and done. Then copy this again, if you don't have it, copy it again. Put it here. So now what this does is it gets the Roblox asset ID by the ID, which is this. Now if it isn't an animation, it's gonna pop up an error, so make sure it's your animation ID, okay? Next up, we are gonna do, whoa, animation, not animation. Human equals humanoid load animation. So we're gonna do this because it's gonna load the animation, but it's not gonna run it. I might explain this weirdly, but you know, whatever. So humanoid load animation basically loads the animation we created right here. Okay, good. Then we're gonna have a variable called running equals false. So whenever, if I do like this, it's just gonna print false or nil. No, not nil, false. Yeah. And if we do humanoid.parent player.parent, it's gonna print everything out. So false, player 1 is my humanoid's parent, which means this, and players parent is players, of course. Okay, enough of that. Then we are gonna do a function called handler. Okay, if you create a new function, it's gonna need an end. It usually does it automatically, but it sometimes doesn't. So what this does is creates a new function, and this is the name of the function. You can change this to whatever. And then there's gonna be some things here, like print eos mm. If we do whatever this name is, xd I'm a meme. Now it's gonna print xd I'm a meme, because this corresponds to this. So whenever there is this percent, it will hop to the next one. So this corresponds to this. Okay, I hope you understand. Let's call this handler. Okay. So, okay, what we want to do now though is game get service context action service bind action. Let's call it run bind handler true and enum.keycode.left shift. Let me explain again. So game get service means it's gonna get a service that Roblox has built in, that is the context action service, which actually means your controller whatever stuff, and we do a bind action to it. So we bind a, what's it called? We bind a button from your keyboard or whatever you're gonna use to. So this is what you will call the bind, and this is the function you're gonna bind to that key. So let's say I'm gonna use A. So now if I press A, or I can just do this, I think it will print meme. Let's show you guys. Yeah, it's gonna keep doing it, but there's a problem, a little problem that's called the input state. So we can do a bind name here and input state. There's a third one, but I'm not completely sure what it is. We are not gonna use it. These come from here, basically. The bind name equals this, and the input state equals if you just press the button down and let it go. If you just press it down, it's gonna be enum dot whatever dot begin, because you begin to type. But if you let it go, it will basically just end it, and it's gonna print a end argument. Let's show you guys. Bind name input state. So it's gonna do this. Hey, if I hold it, it's gonna be at the begin. If I let it go, end. Pretty simple, right? So what we want to do is do a if statement. If input state equals enum dot user input state dot begin, then. So every if statement actually needs an end as well. Okay, great. So sorry if I breathe on the microphone. I try not to. But okay. Let's explain this a little bit. So if input state, meaning this, is begin, then. So it's kind of like writing English. It only does it if it is this. If it isn't, then it's not gonna do it. Like, yeah. Anyways. So now we can see that only when I press it down and let it go, it does it only once, okay? Because I begin and it doesn't get the ending, whatever. I don't know how to explain. Okay, good. Then we're gonna do and bind name equals run bind. Then running equals true. Now running equals true means this is gonna change to true. So now the running variable, running variable is true. Okay. Now how to run the animation, you guess? I mean, you ask. What? Sorry, my English. If not, our animation is playing, then basically if the air animation is not playing, then play it. Okay? This is gonna play the animation on your character. If it's looping, it will loop until you stop it, okay? So it's gonna loop forever. Then we're gonna do humanoid.walk speed equals 50. Great. So now we have the part where it starts running. but it never stops now. Oh yeah, we are missing something. Oh yeah, it was A. Let's make this left shift, it's easier. I'm gonna disable this here. Where is it? Here. This is... I don't like this layout at all. Here we go. It's never gonna stop though, right? So we need to make an end statement as well. So, else if, meaning if this doesn't, if this isn't met, then it's gonna try this one. Input state dot end and bind name run bind, then running equals false. If our animation is playing, then our animation stop. So we are doing the opposite to this part. Oh god. Humanoid walk speed equals 16. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit. Humanoid walk speed is basically going to humanoid's property called walk speed. Oh god, I kicked the microphone accidentally. But 16 is the default walk speed, okay? That's why we are using 16. Okay. This would look good, but you see this? It's gonna continue until I stop, right? So we have another thing. So humanoid.running connect function speed. So this is gonna print at what speed you go. Humanoid.running. So this function is gonna fire whenever the humanoid is walking, pretty much. And the only variable it has is speed, I think. So we're gonna abuse that for our own good. So if speed is bigger than then and running and not animation that is playing, then our animation play humanoid.walk speed equals 50. Okay, might seem a little complicated, but it's gonna see if the speed of your character is over 10. So, meaning you would be moving, most likely. And if your running is true. So, if running is true. And if the animation is not playing, then it's gonna play the animation, okay? Else if speed is over 10 and not running, and animation is playing, then our animation stop. Humanoid walk speed equals 16. Oh god. Try not to make typos. These are very cap sensitive. I don't know how to explain. Like caps lock sensitive. But anyways, now this is the complete opposite. Not complete. If you are walking and you do not have running on, meaning you don't hold left shift down, you're basically not gonna run. And the animation stops and you're gonna go at normal speed. Else if speed is smaller than then and not then animation is playing, then stop the animation and humanoid walk speed equals 16. Why we do this is because otherwise it will just keep playing it when we are on our place. not moving. So now, ooh, that's weird. Why is that happening? I don't know. What? This is going weird. Anyways, okay. Let me see if I did something stupid. And running, and not our animation that is playing. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, we could actually. Well, let's do an anti. If humanoid, oh god, that jump and our animation that is playing, then. So what this does is it disables the animation when you are jumping. Humanoid.changed means if something on the humanoid changes, it's gonna fire this. So if humanoid.jump and our animation is playing, then stop it, because otherwise it would play the animation as you jump and it will kind of look dumb. Now though, okay, so we might actually want to remove this because it's gonna destroy the purpose. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but now it should work without bugging out. So you can't really hold it. Okay, good. So that was the only mistake on the script right now. Good. I'm glad this got through as quick as this. So that's how you do it for the thing, the running animation. Now we're gonna move. Do this. Smooth. Let's publish this over Speedimations. So you guys can actually copy this completely from the Speedimations, because I'm gonna share everything around now. I don't know what I'm talking about, but okay. There you go. That's pretty much how to script it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I tried to explain everything as good as I could, but I know I didn't probably do it correctly. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. I hope you liked. Please like the video. Maybe try to subscribe if you want. I'm not forcing you. I would just like it. And I don't know. Okay, that's how to play animations on our character, or well, run animation. It might be a little bit complicated. Hope you will survive, and you know, I'll see you. Oh god, let's call this handler or animations. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Maybe not, probably not, because people don't like my voice. I hope you understood my English and whatnot. See you guys later.